Hi everyone, how are you? Thank you for having me today. Actually, we're here with another program of Success Spotlight. And today I wanted to ask you guys, do you guys have the result you want in life? Are you happy with the results you're getting, or is still like you're trying to figure it out? So if you haven't figured out your result, I have a special guest here. Her name is Juliana Hoxha. Basically, she's somebody that I can tell like everybody, maybe all the women, they call her like a successful person or like American dream. She has everything by what we can tell it is success. But let's see if let's talk to her and see if she has a thought. Hi, Juliana. How are you? Thank you for being in this call with me. I wanted to know, like many people, look at you and they think you're successful. I want you to introduce yourself and then go over that with me.
Hi, beautiful. Thank you for having me here as well. Um, yes, actually, we have to define success first because success means different thing to different people, right? Success can be as well just
Exactly.
a mom. Yeah, success can be as well just a mom, a stay at home mom that will cook so beautiful, delicious plates, and she will have some extra weight and have a glass of wine with her husband. This means success as well. So we have to define
Exactly.
success.
And actually, that's a
Success,
dream for so many people. But because, like, you
right?
have that part, because maybe our audience, they don't know, like, if you introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about yourself, your family, where you're standing, so we can go over that with you.
Yes, I am a New York based personal transformational and business coach, a style expert, and lifestyle coach as well, a CEO, an entrepreneur, and I'm a mom of a boy and a girl.
Basically, you have it all. And
It seems
I
like I
know
have it
Juliana
all.
personally. I know Juliana personally. She's happily married for many years. So basically, many people they want to have relationship. They want to have like their business. And now you're in this position that you're very successful. You have like many business going, and you have your family. So do you define yourself successful, or is it another next step that you want to reach?
I'm very grateful and happy where I am now, but but I'm not satisfied, because satisfaction, it puts you in a state of you don't want to go to the next level. But for me, life, it's kind of boring being the same. So we are here to grow. And what I mean by grow, it's like when you set a goal that it's higher, and you don't know how to achieve it, it's like it will require for you a different you in order to achieve that goal. And for me, this is success actually, because I will get to know myself different ways since I'm going to that next level, right?
That's true. That's true. So I know that you moved from Europe to New York. How was that
Yeah.
process, and why did you move? Like, what was the behind that, like moving? It was just like to live in New York, or did you have like a big goal behind that?
Actually, it's a beautiful story. Years ago, again, 2.5 years ago, I attended a seminar, a life changing seminar, I would say. It was based in personal development, personal growth, networking event. It was in Toronto. And then the coach in the seminar was keeping asking, and I was there, I was in a business. My husband had his restaurant, Italian restaurant, very, very successful. And I had my clothing store, and my goal at time, it was to open a chain of stores in Europe, all Europe. And I was so ready to sign up for the other contract. But I said, you know what, wait a little minute, I'm going to this seminar and then I will sign, because everything was ready to expand. And my dream, my goal, it was, and this seminar was like practically working on your business goal to expand it and make bigger and bigger. And then the coach in the seminar, the mentor, he was keep asking, what do you want? What do you really want? What do you want from your life? And not just something that, because this is the trick. A lot of people set goals based on what, and it was me. 3 years back, I would set goal that I would see achievable for myself, and my mind would say, okay, set this goal, because if you figure out this and do that and that, then you will have it. But I never wouldn't dare to dream so big and to go beyond what my senses could see in that
To
time.
go to
And it
another
was just,
country to move with
yes,
your
it was. I
family.
never ever dreamed about it. Actually, I couldn't even try to dream. And this was a week seminar, and the last 2 days, actually, I just was working on my goal, writing it, rewriting it, discussing, brainstorm with others, and so. And 2 days before the seminar would end, I say, you know what? I just, I just said, I don't want this kind of life. I don't want this goal anymore. I'm not so, because it was something that I knew how to do. I knew exactly. It was like something that it wasn't any growth for me anymore in that. I said, you know what? I'm going for something totally different. I came back home and indeed to open the other store, which was ready actually with contracts and everything, and I would have trouble to get out of this process as well. I said, you know what? I'm just setting this business that I have too. I'm not going to do anymore the store. I know exactly it's not, I want that next level, but without knowing which exactly would be. And then I do it, and this was in December actually. And then in February I took a trip to New York. I came to New York. It was my first time, and just I fell in love with the city. And I said, you know what? This is where I want to live, and this is what
Oh my
where I
God.
want my
Are you
children to
serious?
grow up. Yes. And it was something I decided right away. I talked with my husband, and he has his own business, very, very successful. It was not just me, but the family to move. And so, and he actually agreed and to go after American dream. And here we are. We are living here in Manhattan, beautiful apartment here, 5 minutes walk from Central Park, and we are all happy. So
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's amazing. That's an amazing story. And I didn't know personally that you just came to New York for the first time and you decided to move there. That's like very scary for so many people. So let me ask you one thing. Do you consider yourself lucky to be at this position with all these businesses and like with whatever you're doing? Do you consider yourself lucky?
actually, it's funny question, because I would come with a Facebook Live video that I did months ago, where I say that, you know what, years back, I would say that in order to be successful, really successful, it's like you have to be lucky. And I will push a lot of dreams away and not even dare to dream about it, because it says like you have to be lucky. Other people say it's like I'm not lucky. I'm original from Albania, a small country, and who am I to go to achieve this? What I have to offer to the world. And I'll say lucky.
Right.
But then the life actually taught me that it's not such a lucky thing. What it seems like to lucky, it's like it's very hard work and persistence. It's like the iceberg. It's not overnight success or something or lucky. It's really work. You have the thing is that you have to be really in love with what you are going after, what you want to achieve and to have and to be in your life. You have to really be in love with it, because this will give you the strength to go, to not see the obstacles, but to see only the goal. This is this.
That
And
is good.
when I
So you mentioned obstacle, like if you had an obstacle in your way, how did you overcome those obstacles in your way?
Oh, I did. So I had so many. It's like I had, and people that know me, they know that I had so many reasons to give up. The process wasn't going away. It was a very, very complicated process actually, and it was moments when I'd say like, oh, I really would have to give up. But because my dream was stronger, my purpose, it was stronger, and I couldn't see the obstacles. It was like just that. I want to be there, and I was seeing myself being in New York, walking on the streets of New York, seeing the Central Park. And now, when I'm doing it, it's like my mind has no difference. Can't tell. It felt the same. And when I applied for the visa, I wasn't wondered, and I wasn't so excited about when she said your visa is approved. It's like I was, because in my mind I would have seen it so many times, like it was
So you
done.
knew it's gonna happen anyway.
I knew, yes, I knew. And this is this actually. It's like when you love what you are going after, you are really in love. It's like you will not see the obstacles. Even the obstacles are there, you just will not give up. You're persistent. You go no matter what,
You go
because
around
you
it, you go over it, you do
yes,
everything,
and this is
you
this.
break
Yeah,
through
it's
it.
like you push through, you push hard, you take a break. And it has been a lot of times actually when I would like, you know, feel very, very disappointed, tired, stuck, you name it. It was like, and but the thing is that you just keep pushing it. We all have to pass the test of persistence in order
Exactly.
to yeah in order to really to enjoy when
Get
I will
where we
have
want to
when we
be.
will have it. Yeah,
Yeah, in
right,
anything that
right.
we want to get, we need to pass the persistent test. And if you don't pass that test, we're not going to get where we want to get. And one thing that I want to ask you is like now you got your goal. What is next? So you wanted to come to US, you wanted to come reside in Manhattan. Now you have it. Your kids are going to school here. So basically, now you got your goal. What is next for you?
So yeah, now my goal is like my business. Actually, I'm just working. I have a lot of couple of projects going on. First, I'm an upcoming author. I have written a book, Achieve Your Goals in High Heels, because as you know, I've been a personal stylist for many years. I have helped women how to dress beautifully, and it's a combination like of personal development where meets style, fashion, and
Yeah,
style.
actually, I forgot to tell our audience that her book is coming out, Achieve Success in High Heels. So I saw the cover of the book is amazing. I'm sure it's going to be one of the New York Times bestseller. So stay
Yeah.
tuned for that. Let me one more thing. So, what was the biggest challenge you faced in becoming like in getting to your goal, basically? What was the biggest challenge?
um, the biggest challenge.
Everything
I
was a
can say
challenge, basically.
it was because it was when I started the process. I remember that when I started the process, the government here, I don't know, shut down. It was a problem with a political issue, and I couldn't get the IRS, the tax number that I needed for my visa process, and it went for a couple of months. It's like, and it blocked me in the process, and I was really stuck. I wanted to come as soon as possible here. This was an issue, and then after this it was another issue. And
So
after this
every day was something.
it was, and my attorney, but actually I really uh, can say that he was a really a very big support for me in this process. But from the other side, he was very, very carefully in every details, and he took so much time from his part to prepare all the documents. And I remember that I flew to New York in October, and then in December I got the visa, and I was just I were in his office, and I was very late for my flight actually to go back home, and it was a rainy, very rainy day. And I said to him, and I got very, very too late talking with him, and I was like, you know what, you have to do it by tomorrow. You have to do the to send the application out. I don't care if we are missing anything. It's now, it's done now, because I don't care. Even I don't get the visa, I'm done with that. You just send that application. And he was like, please be calm. I'll do it. But this, I don't want to hear any but. Do it. I don't care,
Oh my
because it was
God.
like very, very. I was very tired, and it was a situation that I wasn't there. I was. We sold the businesses and work there, and like the process, I couldn't do anything because the business I had registered in US and
So
everything. It was
basically, your
very,
life it was on hold, and you were waiting for this.
my life was on a hold, and this was a big challenge.
Yeah,
And
that
it
is
was not that I was
amazing.
by myself, but can you imagine when you
You have a
have a
family.
husband and a family? And then, and practically we were missing actually some documents for from people, as some letters of intent that they call, and they said, but we need this as well. I said, okay, if I'm going to send you by tomorrow morning this letter of intent. Are you going then to send the application out? He said, yes, I will send it. It was Friday, and I was going to flight. It was 10 p.m. at the airport, and I didn't have a good connection, and writing out to people that I would know, but very, very fast to give a yes from them that I'm going to do it for you. You say, okay, when I have time. No, I want it now. You don't understand. If you are going to do it for me, do it now, please. And actually, the reaction, it was amazing. And sometimes we really overthink, and we don't reach out for help because we come with this just kind of thinking, oh, I don't want to bother him, or I don't. So, but people are
But
really
you
very
can
kind.
ask
And
and you shall receive.
yes, but there are really, really good people out there that are very happy to help you. So, and I did it. It was in a
Exactly.
very short period of time. And
I'm so
so,
happy for you. I'm so happy for you and happy to have you here. Basically, this is the message I want our audience to get. If you have a big dream, if you have a big goal, actually don't think like, oh, okay, this goal is so big, I don't know how. You don't need to know how. You can like use the Juliana's example. She didn't know how she's going to go to another country with family and sell all her businesses, but she just had this big dream and she went after it. So if you have that big dream, like universe is gonna work to bring it to you if you go one step like toward your goal. And one last thing I wanted to ask you, Juliana, what is the message that you have for the people that they have a goal and they don't know what to do in a short sentences? How can you tell people if they have a dream and it's on hold for them?
so actually, I really believe that everyone has a goal or a great idea. But a lot of people stop because they get trapped in this thing, how I'm going to do that. It's like Facebook or Google or Apple or I don't know who to mention else. They didn't have a clear plan how they are
Amazon.
going to be. Yes, they didn't have Amazon. Yeah, they didn't have a clear plan how they are going to become so successful, but they just started. And the thing is that this is the thing that a lot of people give up. They give up without trying, without starting.
Exactly, exactly.
And
Because
this
they
is
have the
and
fear.
yes, and myself, I didn't have a clear plan how I'm going to come to the US. I had no idea, but I just got started to search, to Google, to ask people, and
So,
then one thing brought me to another, and another brought me to another, and here I am today. It's like, and this is
so
like
basically, you're
everything,
telling
and
them they need to start
they need to
without the
start. And
plan,
when I
without
got
anything.
Yes, and I was an immigrant in Germany too. And when I got my first store there, clothing store in a very beautiful shopping center, it was who were going to give me, to trust me and to give me a contract and to give me in a shopping mall a space. Who are, it was like, but how I did it,
Apparently,
I
you're the
just
person, you know your way. You get to the things that you want to get. You find a way.
No, but the thing is that I play with this idea. I had the desire to do it, and I will just allow myself to dream. And this is this. You play
That
with the
is
idea,
amazing.
and the idea will grow so much into you. Then it will make you to take action. And then the next
Exactly.
step comes, and then it was
The
like, and
reaction is your goal that is manifested. So yeah, basically I think like whoever that watches this call, you should start whatever that you're putting on hold. You should start, take action, and you don't know what is there. And even though if like you think you planned something out and this is my plan, never it goes the way that you plan it. So it doesn't matter you plan something or you don't plan something, just start it and you're gonna get there. And use Juliana's example to your benefit. Thank you, Juliana. Thank you for being in this call with me.
thank you,
And
dear.
hopefully, I'm going to see you soon. I'm sure like there are so many questions I would love to ask you, but our time is limited. Hopefully, next time. Thank you, everyone. So, bye,
Thank
Juliana.
you. Thank
You're
you.
very welcome.
Bye.
And see you guys in the next episode next week by a Success Spotlight. Bye.